there everyone, it's Rachel. I'm back for another tutorial. Today I am going to use the Impressions A Bloom stamp set bundle, as well as the Floral Impressions, excuse me, 12 by 12 um, DSP. If you are following along, this is the first time that I have done a premiere, so I will be sitting in the chat waiting to talk to anybody and watch the video along with you. I have used the three main colours out of the DSP for this for the inks that I am using today. Those colours are Pecan Pie, Garden Green, and Daffodil Delight. So I'm going to use this exactly the same sort of stamps that are in this DSP. So this is a real variety in this design series paper pack. So this one here, we're using something nice and cheery, and that is Daffodil Delight and the Garden Green. It's just like classic combination that we have. This is coming from the annual catalogue. So if you want this one and you're in from Australia and you don't have a demonstrator, then just send me a message. This is a stunning set to have. So I will put all of the measurements down the bottom of the screen for you. This is an Australian card, so it is done in centimetres. That is where I'm from. So if you need to have the same exact measurements, there are plenty of converters online these days. You just pop in the centimetres and it will give you the inch measurements as well. So that's an easy way to recreate cards that you see online. Now I am trialing this premiere. My upline Tracy has really encouraged me to do this. So a lot of my videos are, if you see them online, they are all sped up. This is definitely not sped up. This is my normal pace. I do prepare my videos beforehand with lots of things already prepared and cut. So you can see that the matting of the Daffodil Delight and these rectangular sections of the DSP is already pre-cut just to sort of speed things up. This one's about 13-14 minutes long. So hopefully it's not too boring for you. If you are watching on YouTube as the replay, you can always jump in and speed up your video. If you don't know how to do that, it's pretty straightforward. Send me a message. But I watch a lot of my videos in double speed and actually often take the audio out so I can just watch the creation happening of whoever's doing the tutorial. So you can see I'm using dimensional dots just to bring a little bit more dimension using the larger of the two rectangulars. Now you will notice I have used the hexagonal punch. It is now retired, but it is a really easy and like a favorite one to have. I'm pretty sure it's retired. Maybe it's not. I'll have to check that one, and I'll leave a message in the chat when we are doing this one. But whilst I am editing this one, I am starting to think perhaps it may still be available online. Stampin' Up have now got online exclusives online that you can't find them anywhere else but online, as well as our catalogs. So it's a bit of a case of going in and having a good look around to see what is actually available, not just looking at the catalog these days. So these lovely stamps do have sentiments that have two sections to them. So today I'm using the word thanks and for being there to create my full sentiment. I did think that the Pecan Pie would be a little bit too dark for my sentiment. So you probably, I don't know if I actually showed it in the video, but I stamp off my brown, the Pecan Pie, just to make it a little bit lighter. Now what I do like about this particular punch and a lot of these sort of label punches is that you can have a backing that is cut in the middle, and it just sort of creates a shadow, I guess, of today we're using the garden green cardstock, and it just puts a little bit of a shadow top and bottom. Of course, you could do it the other way around as well, but it doesn't sort of fit as well as this one. So it just creates a little bit larger label as well. So you'll see now that I'm going to pop this up on to my card, and I'm going to add our stamped images as well. So you can see that there are a couple of images that I've already done, and I'm just going to show you how these stamps come together. They are a double stamp per image. So you start, well, I always do with the darker image, with the one that sort of gives the bones, I'm going to say. So the one with all of the lines in it. And then you get the second stamp. Now the second stamp is more of a solid. You will notice that I then stamp this off once, sometimes even twice depending on what I'm doing, and then line it up over the top and lightly pressure stamp it down. You can see I did it on the third time as well, slightly lighter, not a lot of difference. It's just a really easy way to fill them in. So you can see that this particular bundle has the matching dies. Some of these images are very tricky until you work out whereabouts they line up. You just got to move them around until they are exactly in the right spot. And I do use a bit of washi tape to stick it down, so you can see it did eventually find its way. It does go round and round a few times. Now what I like about this particular die set is for the leaves, which obviously we're going to use a lot more of those. I have actually it's got two leaves in the set, so it just makes cutting a little bit quicker. So you can see there's my washi tape, and make sure you stick it down, not like I did. So yeah, so if you are joining me on the premiere, thank you so much. This is my first time. I'm sort of just following along with a few other people that are now starting to use the premiere section a little bit better. In Australia, this will be in the mornings, and I will be there in the chat live to answer any questions, to say hello to everybody and not be distracted by trying to do the video. I am going ahead and cutting these out now with the cut and emboss machine, and holding it still with those pieces of washi tape. And there you go. I did actually cut that one. I can't cut those fast enough, but I cut my video just to show you. Now you can see coming back in here with the label where I'm going to add a bit extra. I wanted my stamp to also sort of have another layer. So to do this, I'm using exactly the same stamp with the one with the bones, and I'm saying the bones, but like the one with all of the detail. And I'm going to stamp that onto my label before I put my die cut images. So just tapping it off there, and I'm actually going to just put a little bit. It's very subtle, but it just makes a nice finish without this being like a really big white space that you then got to try and cover it. And that just sort of adds that extra layer as well. I'm going to pop all of this card together. At the moment, we are just coming into a new mini catalogue as well. So yes, I am using some of my annual catalogue products in my current videos, but I'm coming into that time where with the mini catalogue, it's got a lot of those fabulous Christmas images and sweets, so you will see a lot more of those as well. Make sure that if you are interested in catalogues, make sure that you have a demonstrator that you can have access to the catalogue. There is some really wonderful things that you can purchase this year, and they don't last forever, so you do need to get in pretty quick. If you don't have a catalogue, please let me know. Catalogues are available both online now, and as well as a physical catalogue. I really encourage people to have a look at those ones online, because like I said, not everything is in the catalogue. There's a lot of fabulous things also in the online exclusive sort of sections of the shop as well. But some people like to be old-fashioned. I have to admit, I do have that catalogue that I use, and just so that you know that you can access both those as well. Finishing off with these little leaves, it's really up to you how you pop these on. The images themselves aren't exactly the same as a real flower, so don't be afraid to sort of put things where they maybe don't always go, because you're really just adding those splashes of colour, and using the idea of having flowers with some leaves as well. I don't think those particular flowers, which I don't know, I'm assuming they're daffodils or maybe perhaps daisies, those ones, I don't think the leaves would actually match, but that's okay. That's the stamp that we have in the set. This is almost finished now, so I'm only going to add a little bit of embellishment. I was going to leave it plain, but then I thought, no, I need a little bit of a shimmer, or we call it a bling. So I grabbed out the antique pearls, and I'm going to use, it's a great technique that I use for a lot of things. I use this almost white, it's probably a cream coloured stick-on embellishment that I colour with the Stampin' Blends, the alcohol blends pens that we use. And so I added 1 large, 1 medium, and 3 small, and I just need to add a few extras to fill in a bit more of those large spaces. So the green in the bottom corner is going to have 2 of these pearls on it, and then I'm going to add some more to that white section, as well as in where my florals are. So this just sort of adds that last final little piece, and you can see when I put them down, I really sort of move them around. I use them on my craft knife and move it around until it looks like a place that I want it to go. I don't have anything planned normally at all. I wanted to say thank you to everybody for joining me on my YouTube. Make sure that you have liked and followed and subscribed, and join me for the next time we do this one as well. Thank you so much, everybody, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.